Today, we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra. The men and women up here standing with me represent a small portion of the leadership team that brought profound justice in an era that needed it more than any. I'll just highlight some of the details in the case and the FBI work, and then you'll hear from the others. But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today, former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families. And you'll hear more about those details today.
Well, this is interesting.
I am so interested in this because of my love for Black Mass and Johnny Depp and Whitey Bulger and just any old mob movies. You know, Goodfellas, I love it all. And now you hear the word Gambino fan. I'm like, yes. What else? Give me more. That'll suck me in. Yeah. Original crime families. Good stuff.
So the press conference is ongoing at the moment.
That's a big one.
I'm just curious to know how these two are tied together.
Yeah. I want to know what's the next shoe, right?
How this is all tied together. The Terry Rozier scandal, which has point shaving written all over it.
Oh, yeah.
That one's the more serious one, I think.
Chauncey Billups playing poker
Big
or
deal.
being involved in an illegal poker operation. I'm curious how those two are tied together between Rozier and Billups. And if Rozier was point shaving with involvement with, as you just heard Cash Patel say, the mafia. Like old school Gambino, family crime syndicate. Like what? Whoa!
Need the music playing in the background.
Like, Henry Hill fixing games at Boston College like he used to do.
Yeah, what you do is you cut the garlic really thin. You put 2 cans of tomatoes in, only 1 onion. Don't put too much onions in. You stir it, little wine, little prosciutto, and then we eat.
Boston College used to be very tied to the mafia and point shaving.
That was worse, right?
That was their thing. Late 70s.
Wow.
Henry Hill himself. Whether it was the Lufthansa heist or shaving points at BC. That's apparently what the type of case is here. I want to know the details. I wish we could get all of them right now.
I hope it's not just poker for Chauncey. Because a lot of people play poker.
I know, but if you're getting arrested for this, it's got to be like Teddy KGB, like that type of like a Rounders type situation, right?
Or like Tony Soprano having a game where he goes to the who's the guy with the flat hat. They own the damn hotel. And then Frank Sinatra Jr. here. LT was in there. And then David, what are you doing in my game? And Richie shows up. I don't want to see your face. He owes me 8 boxes. 8 boxes of ziti. That's $40,000.
According to what's being said in the press conference, the poker games that Billups was apparently involved in, he's alleged to have been part of a ring that would use cheating methods to defraud the players who were at the table.
Ooh.
So wait, let me get this straight. It's still fraud if you defraud them in illegal underground mafia-led poker games? Is that right?
Then I
That's
start
how that
thinking of the
works?
casino with Robert De Niro. They get the guy and they bring him in the back and they break his hand with the hammer because he hit that clicking his leg.
I thought counting cards was technically legal. They could just ask you to leave the premises.
That's a skill, right?
Yeah.
Rain Man.
There you go. So I'm curious to read the full thing. Wireless technology was being used to play alongside former athletes that were in these games. Damon Jones was allegedly in the games along with Chauncey Billups. How about that? Where they were able to fleece and scam all kinds of money out of other players that join these games.
It's got to be a crazy ass number, right? That they found on it, because like you're not just like arresting this guy for he cheated and got $5,000.
I wonder it's a bunch of rich guys out in Oregon that are fired up to be playing poker with Chauncey Billups, right?
What
a chance! And
$3.5 million.
Yeah.
Now you got a problem.
So when you ask the question, like, why is it that Chauncey Billups, who was, a guy who made over $100 million in his career, what's he doing involved in something like this? It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to figure out. It's money.
Yeah.
It's free money. Hey, we need some legitimate NBA players to play in these games and give it the appearance of a chance to play,
Yep.
Appear as a legitimate game. Meanwhile, these guys were in on the scam of scamming players out of their money in these illegal, probably high-stakes poker games. Right?
Yeah.
Again, that's what I believe the allegations are as I piece together what's coming out about this press conference. That's what's being alleged. That's what it is. But I don't know how. I want to know. I'm just curious, and I'm sure we'll get the answer soon enough, how it's all tied together and what Terry Rozier's true involvement was here as it relates to in-game abnormalities. Okay, but beyond that, how does this look for the NBA? Once again,
here we go again,
involved in yet another gambling scandal.
I thought Tim Donaghy right away.
And they have had the most illegal activity, period. I mean, in recent years, right?
Yeah,
they've had the most. They had the Donaghy scandal.
Yep.
They've had other players that have been suspended for placing bets on games that they were participating in. We have seen that play out, and now you have this. And the Billups thing is separate to me. The Billups thing has really nothing to do with basketball and the games and
it doesn't.
Back in the 90s, they had that Jordan rumors about he went away. They sent him over. The league sent him away because they went after his dad.
Okay, but I don't think anybody was accusing Jordan of fixing games.
Not at that time, no.
Rozier, to me, is being alleged to have fixed games and shaved points, and you're going to start seeing the highlights of things that he had happen in games that are very suspicious. Very, very suspicious.
So Cash Patel talked for about 10 minutes. The next guy talked for 20. Now the third guy's up there.
Yeah, I don't know who those individuals are. That's why I said
they're
just
not
according to the press
up.
conference.
They're not putting
Joseph Nocella was the second guy, the district attorney from New York.
Okay.
But from an optics
Do you want to hear a
standpoint,
little of that?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Does he sound like a New Yorker?
The second indictment
Yes.
involves 31 defendants alleged to have participated in a nationwide scheme to rig illegal poker games. These defendants, which include former professional athletes, used high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed. The games in the New York area were backed by the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese crime families of La Cosa Nostra.
This is awesome.
While the cases are separate, there are 3 overlapping defendants charged in both cases: Damon Jones, Eric Ernest, and Shane Hennon. The indictments in these cases contain only allegations, and the defendants are presumed innocent until they are proven guilty in a court of law. But my message to the defendants who've been rounded up today is this: your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out. Violating the law is a losing proposition, and you can bet on that.
Bet. See how I slid that in there? No pun intended.
So there's carryover between the cases with Damon Jones? Is that what he's saying? Did I understand him there?
yeah, that part was
He said
that part was
multiple
unclear.
athletes, multiple millions.
I know,
of
but
dollars.
he named. I mean, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
3 individuals.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what it is he's referring to there as there being overlap. I mean, when was the last time Damon Jones was coaching in the league? It's been a while.
It's been a little bit.
Haven't
yeah.
heard that name in a while.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm curious to know, was there anything to do with Terry Rozier, in-game abnormalities that involved a coach? I don't know that. I'm curious. I'm just curious to know what it is. But I'll tell you what, it's a horrible look, horrible look for the NBA to have this happen the way it has. And there have been rumors about Rozier going on for a while now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm guessing this investigation had been going on for some time.
Yeah. But man, opening week, if you're the NBA and one of your head coaches just got popped, and now a guy with $100 million contract and Terry Rozier as well, no, that's not great.
So we'll keep you up to date as more information on that case comes out.